Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Live with Dowe, with yours truly, your boy Marcus Dowe. Well, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I'd like to take this opportunity just to say hello, man. It's been a minute since I've seen you guys. Took a little hiatus off from the weekly lives due to no harm in itself, nothing negative. It was just a little time to decompress. Had a lot of other things going on in life that were pressing. Little family business to take care of. The holidays, everything was coming together. So I had to just take a pause, step back, decompress, get that thing that we call life. Straighten out and in order, and enjoy family time, and with the little ones and the loved ones, traveling here and traveling there. So it's just been a minute, and I missed you guys. I've missed you guys. Hopefully you guys missed me. Once you do something for so long, it starts to become a habit, and when you don't do it anymore, it feels like you lost something. So I just want to say thank you for just continuously being with me. It's good to see everyone that is going to be joining this live momentarily, hopefully. I created this platform each and every Thursday, and then sometimes when you take a break from things, people tend to tail off. But hopefully that's not the case, and everybody will be joining me again here tonight. Glad to see you back as well. Missed you guys, Muff. Hopefully everything is going well. Hopefully you had a happy Thanksgiving with the family and friends. But nevertheless, we are back. Here with Live with Dowe each and every Thursday at 7 o'clock. You can catch me here with a new business owner. Truly honored and privileged just to continuously work this platform. I created this in January, and I'm coming up on the 1 year anniversary of Live with Dowe. So I'm truly excited about that. We've been at this for almost a year. So shout out to all my business owners that have been on with me thus far. As I tell you each week in and week out, what I'm creating is a business Rolodex of small business owners so that you, my followers, can go up and down my page and you can see those individuals that I follow. So if those are individuals that you are looking for skincare products, if you're looking for DJs, if you're looking for bakers, you're looking for lawyers, you're looking for party planners, whatever it may be, tent businesses, whatever it may be, you can find them right here on Live with Dowe. So I'm just truly honored and blessed just to continuously be here with you week in and week out. The stable is full. We are going into the new year full steam ahead. I have so many business owners on deck, and we're just excited just to continuously recreate this platform each and every week. So if you are a small business owner and you know someone that owns their own small business, whether they just got started this year or they've been in business for 10 years, we all can use a new follower, a new client, someone every now and again. So reach out to them, tell them, say, hey, listen, jump on this live with a friend of mine. He's helping expose small business owners and so on and so forth. So tell them to reach out. You can find me here at Mr. M. Dowe at yahoo.com. You can find me at Live with M. Dowe here on Instagram, and you can also find me at Facebook at Marcus Dowe. So reach out to me. Let me know. We can plan a date and we can make it happen for you. I see my next guest is here in the room. I love punctual people. So before I bring them on, I just want to go ahead and just give a small background, and then I'll let them dive into what it is that they have to tell you as we go on. So my next business owner has a background in nursing, which includes psych, drug, alcohol, and cosmetic dermatology. They are a first generation entrepreneur. They've been in business for 2 years now, and they're focusing and concentrating on the private nursing care. And like everyone else, they were birthed during the pandemic. So the pandemic was a gift and a curse. It took us away from family. It took away from friends. It took us away from quality time, but it also gave us the ability to tap into our creative mindset. So a lot of small business owners were created during the pandemic. So nevertheless, I see my guest is here. I'm going to bring them on, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Yeah. Let's see what's happening. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Miss Krista Allen. Miss Krista Allen, can we give her all a round of applause?
Hello. How are you?
How you doing, Krista?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Thank you for being here with me.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. If you don't mind, can you turn up your volume just a tad?
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right.
There you go. I can hear
Okay.
you. Can
Okay,
you hear
good.
me? Can you hear me clear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity once again to welcome Miss Krista Allen. This is the first time that she and I is meeting face to face. We've had some conversations through messaging and over the phone recently, but first time meeting face to face to talk about what she has to offer. So, Miss Allen, I just want to thank you for taking the
Thank you.
opportunity to be here with me and grace this stage. And I'm excited to have this conversation tonight.
Yes, likewise. Thank you for having me again.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Go
All
ahead and
right.
tell my followers a little bit about yourself, who you are, and then we'll go from there.
Well, I think you gave me a pretty good introduction. My name is Krista. I'm the owner of the Post-Op Sisters. I am a nurse. I'm a certified post-op recovery nurse. And basically, what my company does is we offer private duty and like for the full recovery experience for after cosmetic surgery, which is plastic surgery, which is getting to be a trend now. It's a billion-dollar industry. And my job as a nurse is basically to navigate women through their journey with post-op care and even pre-operatively helping them find the perfect surgeon or um, because it's just a trend, honestly. And a lot of people aren't educated enough to know how to look for a surgeon, and know that it's not a weight loss surgery. Honestly, it's an enhancement. So that's just my job, and I use my nursing background. My background is med surg. I'm a full time med surg nurse here in Philadelphia. But some of my background is also drug and alcohol psych and cosmetic dermatology.
Okay, so let's go from the beginning. You gave a little bit of info, but we're going to tap into the beginning. So
Mm-hmm.
your background is in nursing, okay? But we talked about psych, drug, alcohol, and cosmetic dermatology. So you're out of the Philadelphia area, Philadelphia region.
Yes, I'm from
Okay.
Philadelphia. Yep,
Okay, so all the nursing schools, med schools, all of that had to be in play for you to be where you are today, correct?
absolutely.
So where was your undergrad study, master's degree? Where did we attend?
No, I went to after high school. I went to Shippensburg University,
Shippensburg. Okay, Shippensburg
and then I
University.
did, and then I went to a community college as well.
Okay, so total process, how many years for those
Well,
that's
me, I kind of like took my own route. I didn't do it. Um, I guess the standard way. I took my own route because I am a teen mom. So I became a mom at 19. I got pregnant while I was at Shippensburg. So my process is it took a little bit longer. I didn't become a nurse till I was 28. So I took a slower route, but I mean, at the end, it worked out. It was beneficial for me. It worked for me. Um, so yeah, I
Absolutely.
mean,
We all have our own paths in life. We don't
right,
follow the traditional route. And if anybody tells you that you need to follow the traditional route to be successful, that's a lie. So,
yeah,
nevertheless, you never gave up on your dream. You pursued what it is that you wanted to
absolutely,
do in life, and now you're an example to your child. So I commend that for not giving up,
thank
staying with the
you.
plan, and being where you are right now. So the name of your business or what you operate is called the Post-Op Sisters, right?
Yep.
So Post-Op Sisters, plural, is there more than just you?
Okay, so I started the company, and then I brought on my best friend, who's also a nurse, and then my sister that jumps in and helps per diem. All three of us are nurses. Me and my best friend, who's the other post-op sister, is has the same nursing background. My sister is a full-time cardiac award nurse. So all of our background experience give our clients ease just coming fresh out of surgery, because when we get our clients, they're a minimum of 2 hours out of surgery.
Hmm.
So just having our clinical background always put our patients, our clients at ease. And that's why I always tell my background. I'm not one of those people that never, because nursing is so broad. You don't even have to touch a patient. I mean, you could be doing insurance, but I always like to tell my background, because that clinical background you need taking care of people that's just coming out of surgery. And plastic surgery is a major surgery. So coming out of general anesthesia, you need a nurse. A lot of people think, oh, I could just, well, they
Hmm.
sending me home, so I should be okay. And I have proven time and time again that you definitely need a nurse, or or you definitely need a nurse.
Need one. So shout out to you, shout out to your sister and your friend Black Queens, in the
Yeah.
nursing, the medical field, becoming that standard for young people to follow. So shout out to you. So you are a first generation entrepreneur out of your family. So nobody else in your family has walked this path. How difficult was it for you to tap into this market, to try to start out on your own, being though that there was no examples in front of you or prior to?
Um, I really honestly want to say the pandemic was what really brought that entrepreneurship. This is not my first journey with entrepreneurship, or let's say trying entrepreneurship. This is my first successful journey, because my business has been very successful. For me to birth it during the pandemic, and then within a matter of 3 hours of launching my business, I was booked. So and have been booked since for the past 2 years. So this is my first successful. However, this is my isn't my first try with entrepreneurship. I tried with me and my best friend started a home care business. We kind of like had that self doubt. Then it was I tried a scrub business, online nursing boutique. Really wasn't. I had a bad experience with my wholesale vendor, so I kind of had a lot of setbacks and things that made me question: am I really ready for entrepreneurship? Um, and with this time, I think the pandemic, being in the hospital in the middle of COVID, working sometimes without proper PPE, um, just burnt out, honestly. Like, I mean, completely burnt out. I knew that I couldn't do this. I didn't know how long this pandemic was going to be for, but I knew this wasn't bedside nursing. I was burnt out. I was tired of coming in here every night watching patients die. And I knew that I had a love for the cosmetic world, because I have a background of cosmetic dermatology. I knew I had a passion for that. So I had to really sit down and figure out, number one, I always knew I wanted to be a nurse, so I'm not giving up nursing. But how can I apply my nursing and do something that I love? Because right about now, I'm starting to hate. I was actually hate being a nurse. And
Hmm.
once I tapped into it, I actually did my own networking. Um, I was like trying to find different nurses that was doing this. I started networking. I caught flights to Atlanta to meet people, to work under them. And I was like, this
Hmm.
is it. This is it right here. Like this, I love doing this. And I um, actually believe it was one of the best decisions I've made. The businesses, the relationships, the doctors I met, the other post-op nurses that I have met around this country it has been a journey. And I like it, because even though I feel like I'm working 24/7 for myself, I'm creating my own blueprint. I can't, anybody ask me the blueprint, I don't know the blueprint. I've created a blueprint that works for me. Um,
I love it.
and so I just honestly, that I don't really have a game plan. I saw the
Hey,
plan and I
sometimes
stuck
off the
to it.
cuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes off the cuff is the best way, man. So once again, salute to you and all those frontline workers, those individuals who were on the front line battling that pandemic, working countless hours, like you said, sometimes without the proper PPE and all that. I salute you and all that. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in right now to Live with M. Dow, we have Miss Krista Allen, founder of Post Op Sisters, dealing with the cosmetic dermatology and post op after plastic surgery. So let's get into this, because there's all types of probably misconceptions. Right now, you said it's trendy. You hear about a lot of people doing it. So Plastic surgery. So you are not the doctor who actually does the plastic surgery, but you're the nurse that takes care of individuals after plastic surgery. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
So how does it work? Give me the rundown of what's of in a nutshell. We don't have to go very in deep, but we know trendy right now. A lot of females are going through the plastic surgery thing, and a lot of people are like, why go through all that? And what is this? And what is that? And how do they recover? Just give us a little bit of the ins and outs of how it works.
So most of the time, clients contact me prior to surgery, and I always do a background of past medical history. The same questions a physician, their surgeon asks them, I'm going to ask them. And like I said, I could get them anywhere from 2 hours fresh out of surgery. My job is to make sure they're stable, vital signs. I also check hemoglobins. My first 72 hours, any dials I have, anybody coming out of plastic surgery, they're considered dials in the plastic surgery world, or Ken's, males then get in plastic surgery as well. So anytime my dials come out of surgery, I'm stabilizing them. My job as a nurse is to stabilize them, and pain management, which their physician or their surgeon already prescribed pain meds. So basically, I'm just managing everything and making sure they're staying stable. After 24 hours, that's when it gets to we get into like post-op massages, from them having so much fluid built up, depending on what kind of surgery they have, as
That's what I was
well. It's
going to
not
ask.
BBLs is not just plastic surgery. I mean, this it drives me insane because people think that a BBL is the only kind of plastic surgery. It's facelifts, it's breast augmentation, it's tummy tucks or abdominoplasty. Lipo is not just
So let me stop
BBL.
you right there. For the people who don't know that may be watching this or watching it later, BBL stands for what?
A Brazilian butt lift.
Brazilian butt lift. Okay, I just
Yes.
I just want everybody to be frank and understand what is going on. So it's not just BBLs. You said there are facelifts. There are all different types of tucks,
Yeah.
and you focus on all of those.
Yes, I do. I do focus on all of them. It's just that BBLs is trending right now. I mean, everybody is getting it. However, that's not the end all of plastic surgery. But my job is basically just to recover and offer private duty care. Um, Now, and here in Philadelphia, we're not a popular plastic surgery city. When we say popular, Miami is a place that a lot of people fly to. Atlanta is another hot spot for plastic surgery. Texas is up and coming, or some people like to go abroad, which would be the Dominican Republic and Colombia, which are the two hot spots abroad for plastic surgery. And I do offer travel care. Some people I travel with to Miami. And I recover them down there for 5 days, and then they'll come back if they're from Philadelphia. Then I'll recover them here in Philadelphia. It's some local surgeons in the tri-state area, but it's not really popular doctors that
Okay.
specialize in a look that's popular these days, which is more of a vixen look. That's what
Right.
everybody's going for. Those doctors are mainly affiliated in either abroad or Miami.
Miami. Okay, so we just seen a question just pop up. Do you see mostly female patients or do you male patients as well? I know male patients
Um,
also have plastic surgery.
so most of my clientele is females. However, I have had males. Um, Males are getting, and they don't be wanting to tell y'all, but a lot of males is getting like ab etching. Ab etching is like they get lipo with the ab etching, which is like to create this six pack look.
Okay.
And then we have some males who are actually getting Brazilian butt lifts, as well. But 90% of my clientele, yes, are females.
Okay, cool, cool. So,
Yeah.
so this process of plastic surgery, um, do patients come to you first before they have it to have you lined up with their doctors, or how is the
Sometimes.
coordination happening?
So sometimes people come to me prior to surgery, which I like because my job is, your surgeon, he has a job. He's like a car salesman. He's going to tell you whatever to get their dollar. My job
Hmm.
is how are you dieting? Because this is not a weight loss surgery. I don't know who created the myth that when you get lipo, the fat does not go. You can't get fat. obtain fat in that area again. You can, it just comes back slower, and your fat will go to other places. So you might have a flat stomach, but now you got, flabby arms. Or so this is I like to catch people before surgery, so I could educate them.
Hmm.
That's the nursing background of me, is the education part. So what I like to do is ask them, what is your diet like? What is your BMI? What is your goal of weight? Are you trying to lose weight before surgery? And if you're trying to lose weight, do it before surgery, not after you get surgery. So I try and catch my clients before. However, I'm gonna be honest, plastic surgery is a rich woman's hobby. There's no insurance. So nobody's going to want to
Hmm.
pay me pre-operatively when they have to give a surgeon $10,000 for their surgery, anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. So I usually catch people afterwards. Post-operative care is expensive as well. And if I catch you before, I could tell you, listen, if you only have money for your surgery, you're not ready, because plastic surgery post-operatively is expensive. There's garments that you have to wear for 6 months to a year after your surgery. There's supplies that you need that are very expensive, and then the higher meat, it I it costs. So I always tell people, what's your budget like? How much do you have saved? Because if you only have enough for whatever your surgeon is asking for, then you're not ready for surgery. So I do try and catch my dials prior to their surgery. However, that's not really likely. I only have a few. Most of them contact me once they have surgery, or if they're maybe like 2 weeks prior to their surgery, to start booking their post-op care.
Wow, wow, that's some very enlightening information. So no insurance whatsoever,
No.
and any pre or post, for you gotta have that chicken from
Yes.
the rip, huh?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. So how long is like a process? So let's just say someone who gets the BBL, from start to full recovery. About how long is the process of that?
So to completely heal from a BBL can take up to a year. You cannot sit the first 6 to 8 weeks, which is the headache of a BBL. That's the worst part of it, is not being able to sit for 6 to 8 weeks. But as far as the garment, which compresses, the garment is called a faja, and it's compression, and it keeps everything in place, shape, and mold. That's the job of the faja. So that you'll be in it for 6 months. That's the minimum. Up to a year for my people that's aggressive with their post-op care, want to really, they're really into their shape. Up to a year. But for
Mm.
6 months, you'll be in that garment, which is a headache because it takes about 30 minutes to put on. You barely could breathe in it. But
Wow.
I mean, it's this is why I tell people, not a lot of people know research. And plastic surgery and BBLs and a vixen look is idolized via social media. So people think that when they get
Mhm.
off their table, within a week they bounce back. I'm here to tell you, you don't bounce back after a week. Um, and I've been on the side of of having surgery and recovering people. You
Mhm.
do not bounce back. It is the one of the worst pains, almost worse than childbirth. The pain is, and the recovery is not a week. It is, you can't sit down. Your back is literally, you feel like your body is on fire. It's a process. And that's why I try and tell people, if you don't have a support system, because you're going to need
Mhm.
help. Something as simple as getting dressed, something as simple as you have to drive laying in across the back seat because you can't sit down. So I always
Wow.
tell people that you really have to do your education of the recovery process,
Right.
because you don't bounce back in a week. I'm here to tell you, it is 6 weeks of like complete dedication. And something as simple as your diet. You can't even eat nothing with salt. You drink Gatorade. Gatorade has a high, yes, it's good for electrolytes, but it has a high content of sodium. You drink a little bit of Gatorade, your skin is stretching because it's swollen. Where salt goes, water follows. So you're
Right.
swollen, and now you're in a significant amount of pain. You can't have alcohol, not even wine. Wine makes you swollen. So this is why I
Oh my
try.
God.
My job is to really educate people, because, like I said, your surgeon is a car salesman. His job is to get this dollar. It's
Mhm.
a hot thing. Everybody is getting it. So his job is just to tell you, ink you, mark you up, and let you know how much you're gonna pay and how much can you put down right now. And 30 days before your surgery, I need all of my money. That's his job. That's just the honest to
Wow.
God truth. But as far as to let you know about this recovery journey, that's my job, to educate more than anything.
So, so your profession, do you travel to your patients? Do they come to you? Is it in-home care? How does that work?
So I offer travel care. Travel care is when I travel with you to whatever city you're getting your surgery in. Like I said, most of my clients are coming back from Miami. Miami is a cheaper. Miami does Vixen work and cheaper prices than any surgeons in the country. So a lot of people, that's why like a puppy mill in Miami.
Hmm.
So I either travel to Miami or my dolls that come back. Because honestly, who I if I know nurses, so I will refer somebody to a nurse in Miami, and then I'll recover you when you come back because you're only in
Recovery.
Miami for about 4 to 5 days, and when you come back to Philadelphia, I'll recover you. I give an option: either you could do concierge service, where all of your services are performed in the comfort of your own home. That way, you don't have to get a ride and try and lay on your stomach. And then I also have a studio that I own in Northern Liberties section of Philadelphia, where if people want to come to me, it's all about cost. It's a
Cost,
rich
right?
woman's hobby. So if you want the
Right.
convenience, you got to pay for the convenience.
You
Otherwise,
got to pay
I do
for it,
have a
right?
facility that I do offer my services in as well.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining in, if you're just coming into this live, we're halfway through with Miss Krista Allen, owner of Post Op. We're talking about plastic surgery. We're talking about BBLs. We're talking about facelifts, all the misconceptions, the knowledge that you need to know if you're interested in getting that. How trendy it is because of social media, and how expensive that it can be. So once again, Kristen, while we're on this topic, go ahead and tell them where they can find you, your social media, how they can get in contact with you if they have any type of questions or so on and so forth.
So my social media, my business page is the post at the post op sisters, at the post op underscore sisters. My business email is info at postopsisters.com, and then my number is 215-720-1226.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this information will be on my page at Live with M. Dow. You will be able to go to my page and tap into her links, her cell phone numbers, and even see it. So, I went through and I'm looking at some of your pictures on there, and it's like blowing my mind. I'm just like, to me personally, as a male, of course, my mindset is totally different. I'm like, why would somebody put themselves through that? Looking at some of the
And I
pictures
get that a
there. But of
lot.
course, I'm a male. Females have different perspectives. Like you said, it's very trendy right now because of social media. People want to be vixens and so on and so forth. And the doctors are just there to sell you that body. They don't tell you how to recover
And
or
yeah, and
anything.
I go through this debate a lot. This is a topic that I'm very debative about because a lot of people say, oh, well, you don't love yourself. Why are you promoting it? I promote self love, self care.
Mhm.
I tell people it's the same thing. If you walk around with braces in your mouth, you don't like your teeth. If you have something that you don't like, you're going to
Okay.
do something to fix it. And not everybody goes to get a BBL to have a big dramatic butt. I mean, I know it's plenty of people out here that have BBLs that you don't even know because they go for a more natural look. So when you say a BBL, don't think that I'm just somebody's laying on the table to get a dramatic look. Some people just fill their hips in. But it's still considered a BBL. It's just
Right.
not as dramatic. So I tell people when everybody say, "Oh, well, it's black women just do this because they hate themselves." Number one, Caucasian women been getting breast augmentation for years and they never been torn down about it. They've been starting at the age of 18 getting breast augmentation. I just feel like when there's anything is a new trend for black women or black women do anything luxurious is always being torn down. So this is
Hmm.
why I say it's not. I don't think I think when people think of plastic surgery, they automatically think of social media influencers, not knowing that some people might have 2 or 3 kids and you're self-conscious about your stomach, so you're going to get a tummy tuck. That doesn't mean you're going for a dramatic look. You just want to feel a little bit more confident in your clothes. It's the same thing. I use braces as my number one thing because that's the trend right now. But a
Hmm.
lot of people are getting into themselves. You don't like your teeth, you're going to get it fixed. I support plastic surgery because, like I said, it does not have to be the dramatic look where I'm a 28 inch in the waist and 52 inch, but it doesn't really have to be like that. It's more so I look at it as changing something you don't like, bring back your confidence. It's a rich
Hmm.
woman's hobby. That's the only way I could really explain it. So this is where I have a debate at all the time because people always say, well, you should be teaching people how to love themselves, and that's true. But I've been on the plastic surgery side. I didn't like something. I mean, I have two children, and my stomach is an issue. Okay, well, let me restore my confidence. This is what I have to do to restore
Hmm.
my confidence. I'm going to invest in myself. So I don't look at it as a thing of you have an insecurity and you need to stop. Yes, it is, and I'm gonna be honest. It's a high rate of women dying behind plastic surgery, but that also comes into not doing your research. A lot of people
And I know.
that I see is not doing their research. A lot of people is going to surgeons that's not even board certified, or who are I know of a pediatrician that's doing practicing as a plastic surgeon and it's not board certified, but women are going there because it's cheaper. So let's
Right.
just,
Right.
that's another thing. I just want to be like, let me educate you a little bit. Or here's the steps you need to go through. What is your weight like? This doctor works well with women with a higher BMI or higher women that's heavy set. So that's why I just feel like it's all about educating women and men.
That is
I'm gonna go on
that is
top
that
front
is
and
awesome.
men,
That
women.
yeah, that is awesome. That is with anything in life. You should educate yourself first before you dive into it. And like like you said, a lot of people, excuse me, a lot of people should know that if you don't have the money for the post-op, then you shouldn't even be getting it done to begin with because the recovery stages or that much severe. So I do applaud you for coming here and being honest and opening up and just, giving raw, hard facts about what's needed and educating these individuals who are thinking about it. Do you see a certain age bracket? Do you see a certain age bracket of females that come through, or is it wide
Honestly,
range?
my patience really, my patience range. Honestly, I've been having a lot of women in their 50s. I
Really?
mean, the past 6 months, the 50 and up crowd has been knocking on my door. Of course, I do have a lot of younger women in their 20s. I mean, my youngest client is 23. And like I said, my oldest has been 52 or 53. But lately, the older women have been laying on this table.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Well, I
been a
mean,
lot of older women
they
laying
see
on
what
this
we seeing
table.
too. They see what we seeing. That Stella wanting her groove back, man. I
Yes,
mean,
I receive.
trying
Yes.
to make it happen. But like I said, once again, I just thank you for being here. That was just a little tip of the iceberg of what it is. It's so much more that I know that you could go into depth about. I hear how the passion in your voice of the conviction of how much you enjoy what you do, but also just educating people on it. So I just want to thank you. It's not just the education from the medical standpoint; it's just you also being a black woman and standing in the eye of the medical field and helping people find the best of themselves. Is there anything else that you would like to tell my followers about this that you think is important?
If you're considering plastic surgery, contact me. Um, because I really do want to see people get the best outcome. Um, Honestly, I really do. I try to be a navigator as well. I don't like to just consider myself a post-op nurse. I like to navigate people and help them get the best results. And now I actually teach post-op classes now. My class is based out of Atlanta because a surgeon I was working with is based out of Atlanta. So I also even teach post-op classes now.
This is awesome. I listen. We are not done. We are going to connect after this because with it being so much of a hot topic, we can go on and on and on. So I'm definitely
Yep.
going to bring you back for another episode in the future and have you talk more about it. Before I let you go ahead and tell them again where you can be found. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be able to find her on my page again, but I'll let her tell you where you can contact her.
Yes, my business Instagram is the post-op underscore sisters. My email address is info@postopsisters.com. My website is postopsisters.com, and my phone number is 215-720-1226.
Listen, all my followers that's watching right now, and those that's going to view this video at a later time, go ahead and hit that follow button. Go ahead and follow her at Post Op Sisters. You can see some of the insights, some of the knowledge that she was talking about. You can see some of the pictures and get the firsthand foresight of what she was educating you about, and you can even email her and get some questions answered. Tell her that Live with M. Dowe sent you, and that you can go ahead and get the information that you need. Krista, I'm definitely going to have you back on. I would like to have your sister and your best friend next time.
Yes.
Maybe we can go ahead and do a quad. We can bring all four of us on, and we can have a question answer period. How about we do that? Yeah,
Absolutely.
next time
Yes.
we'll have all four of us on, and we'll do a question answer period from all the followers, where they can go ahead and ask you their type of questions. So we'll coordinate after this, and we'll plan a date, and then I'll put out there on the market. You'll put out there on the market the question answer period, and we'll make it happen.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, it's been a bomb. You educated me. I look forward to our future conversations.
All right. Have a good evening.
Take care. Have a good one.
All
So,
right.
ladies and gentlemen, once again, you're live with M. Dow each and every Thursday. You can find me here with a new small business owner. Tonight was a hot topic. I mean, we could have kept going with all this BBL and plastic surgery and all that. We know it's a very hot topic, but we had to stop right there. I usually try to keep it in between 25 and 30 minutes, but best believe I'm going to bring her back on because that is a topic that I think a lot of people would love to talk about. So once again, I just want to thank you for continuously being here with me each and every week. I'm back like I never left. It's December 1st. We got a new lineup coming up all the way through the new year. I'm excited about these new business owners that I have. I'm excited to meet you. I'm excited to meet them. So if you know somebody else that has their own business, you can see we are going all different places with these business owners. Tell them to look me up. Tell them to reach out, and we can make it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, love, peace, and happiness. Good night.